For cheap and reliable FUT23 coins, head over to u7buy.com. They deliver fast and reliable FUT23 coins, and make sure to use code MUZZ for 5% off at checkout. Links in the description. Yes guys, and welcome back to a brand new sniping filter video. Today's video we are going to be mixing it up a little bit. We have got some very random filters. We've got some manager filters in here. We've got some player specific filters as well. So we're going to be changing it up a little bit. Hopefully some of these will work very well for you. And I will give you some concepts as well. So you don't have to use these exact filters. You can use some of your own as well. So stay around for that, boys. If we can hit 100 likes, that'll be massively appreciated. And I do record these every single day. So if you want to make coins, please do subscribe as well. So into the first filter, we're going to go to a player specific filter to start off, and this is a shadow chem style trading filter basically. So I've mentioned this in the past. It works really well with a lot of players, especially the meta players. So we're going to start off with chem without a shadow. So we'll type in without a shadow. He's worth around about 1.2, I think. Yeah, bang on 1.2. See, with a shadow, if you put a shadow on him, it does make him more valuable. That is definitely going to be a snipe. Love to see it. I was going to say I've already sniped one for 1.2 as well. He's selling for around this 1.7, I believe. So it adds value basically with a shadow on, which you absolutely love to see. There's one getting listed left, right and centre. It's absolutely sick. So yeah, you can easily sell for 1.6. There's an awful lot getting listed. This is sick for making like a couple hundred coins a card. So we'll list the first one for 1.6, and I'm going to list the other one for a little bit more, 1.7. Lazy buyers will definitely buy it. Okay, next up we're going to go to another very random filter. This time we're actually going to be sniping some staff. We're going to be sniping some staff members, and you can also check your club as well, because some of these managers are extinct, and they're you may as well sell them while they're extinct basically. So they're also very good for sniping. The main nation I'm going to allow you guys to snipe is French, because sniping Brazilians is like sniping, you're basically sniping bots. Like the bots are all over it. So French is at least they're still mad expensive, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot more supply, and they do get underlisted a lot, and a lot easier to snipe than the Brazilian managers. But you can also try Dutch as well, but I believe they're quite tough as well. I think they're extinct actually. Yeah, Netherlands are extinct, Brazil are extinct, I believe. So French is my biggest recommendation, but give them all a try. So it's roughly about 250 coins tax up here. 3.4, and I was really slow there as well. Oh, Vieira for 3k, that'd have been mad. Straight again. Oh, you... So yeah, that is a really sick, like, low budget filter, and there's an awful lot of French managers that can pop up. Of course, bronze, silver and gold can all pop up in this filter, so yeah. Okay, next up we're going to go to a really high tier filter, like quite a high tier one anyway for you guys on a bit of a bigger budget. I noticed some of these Europa knockout cards, whatever the hell they're called, they've come down a little bit in price, and they've synced together a bit, which is nice. So we've got Odegaard and Wan-Bissaka once again, because these were quite expensive. They sort of drifted away. Wan-Bissaka was a little bit more, and now they're quite close in price. They're not going to be the exact same price at all times. They do drop a little bit. Oh, 76 there. I'm picking that up. 76k for Odegaard. Through the night, boys. I am sniping at 2:33 AM, as you can see. You do tend to get a lot more deals through the night, I'm finding. I find the market's a lot smoother, and obviously less people on the game, so it's easier to win snipes. This guy was going for like 84 earlier. As you can see, there's only 2 up there for 78. There's not much supply of him at all. Do you know what? We'll list it for 83. And that should sell fairly quick, I think, as well. So that is actually a pretty sick snipe. So there you go. If you're on a bit of a bigger budget, happy days. He does have a hunter on as well. But I'll still list it for 83. I think that's pretty sick. It's about... Is it roughly about 4k profit up here, around that? So yeah, some solid profit after tax, to be fair. Okay, next up we're going to go to another player specific filter that has been working incredibly, and I'm also going to show you a quick way of how you can make your own filters from this basically. So I'm going to recommend Cassie. So Cassie is quite a popular card on FIFA even still, even though he's got a one to watch out. A lot of people do buy his normal card. So with his normal card's worth about 15k, I believe. He's around this 15k mark, maybe about 16, yeah, about 16,250, around that, 16k probably. And then with his shadow on, basically, obviously, once again, it will add value to his card, and he is worth about 1,000 coins extra with a shadow on, and people will list him without knowing really for a little bit cheaper with a shadow on. And that's where we come in. We snipe all the Cassies with a shadow on once again. So find the cheapest price when you guys are watching. So you could sell for 17,250, possibly even 17.5 if you've got patience. It's roughly about 1,000 coins tax, so we'll snipe for about 16,250. So that's roughly what his normal card without a shadow goes for. And there we go, straight away. Not only have we sniped one with a shadow on as well, we've sniped a position change as well, which is another filter to be fair. So we'll have a quick look. Does that add much more value to his card? It actually doesn't, but it's good to check, boys. If you ever get a position change as well, always do check as well, because I'm pretty sure his default position is a CDM. So we'll get that listed for 17,250, and yeah, a solid snipe. And also, if we jump over to Futbin, this is how I basically filter the players. You guys can use this as a concept. If you hover over players and go down to popular, this is all the popular players on Futbin, basically the most viewed players on Futbin. So a lot of people are obviously going for these sort of cards. So you want to find defensive sort of players, whether it's centre backs, left backs, CDMs, even centre mids, that will be good with shadows on. Basically, you want to find them sort of players. And also, it doesn't work as good with hunters, but you can also use attackers and hunters. That worked a lot better last year, but as you know, this year, because of the lengthy and all this stuff, a lot of people aren't using hunters as much, but shadow still works really well. I tend to find the defensive players especially, and I'd recommend finding players around the 10 to 30k mark as well. I wouldn't go too expensive, otherwise it might not get listed a lot. I do like the 10 to 30k mark, like an Alaba with a shadow on will be pretty sick. So if you click on Alaba and scroll down, people do recommend chem styles as well. He's actually not got a recommended chem style as a shadow, so maybe don't go with Alaba. But yeah, just use Futbin as a concept. Okay, next up we're going to go back into another higher tier filter. Not so high as the previous Road to the Knockout one, but we're going to do another fairly high one. Yesterday I did recommend a decent Foot Heroes one. Literally just type in Foot Heroes, and there's 3 to snipe between, which is absolutely sick. So this one's going to be a bit of a higher tier one today. So we're going to go to Foot Heroes, but this time we're going to go to the Premier League. So the Premier League have 2 players right now that are the cheapest ones, are basically around this 40k mark. So we've got Dudek and we've also got Tim Cahill, and these two should be the bang on same price pretty much, both around 40 to 42. They'll fluctuate a little bit, but basically the same price. About 2k tax up here as well, so you don't have to snipe for massively less as well, which is pretty nice. And you do have the chance of hitting some jackpots. Jason Part you could hit, you never know. Joe Cole, Peter Crouch, Yaya Toure, absolute jackpot. Lundberg. So you've got a few jackpots, so you could get lucky as well. But it will mainly be Tim Cahill and Dudek. And weirdly enough, boys, one of the Chimenis actually sold for 1.7. And the weird thing about that is because the 1.6 didn't sell. For some reason, someone's overpaid. And there's 45 minutes left as well. So usually when lazy buyers will buy the cards, usually it's when there's like a minute left. Because obviously they're lazy and they won't scroll that many pages. Someone scrolled about 50 pages to get a 1.7 Chimeni. Fair play, respect. But yeah, we've sold a Chimeni off nice and easy. Right, anyway, next up we're going to go to a low tier filter, and then we'll end on another mid tier filter as well. So we're going to go to Serie A, we're going to go to Inter, and this is a filter that should work all year round. Hopefully EA will pull the finger out. Please EA, I'll get on my hands and knees and beg. Please increase fodder prices. Once fodder prices increase, boys, I will have so many better and more filters for you guys. It's insane. It's just fodder's on the floor, and it's so hard to find filters. But this still works fairly decent. It will work better, obviously, when it does rise. But we're going to go to gold rare centre-back Inter. And we've got Bastoni, and we've also got De Vrij. Both about... Do you know what? I reckon you could easily sell for about 1.8, possibly 1.9 as well. 1.7. They're all on the hour mark at 1.7, so easy. So, again, a couple hundred coins tax. Snipe for like 1.6 even if you wanted. Possibly 1.5 if you want that bit extra profit. And yeah, it's just solid for you guys on a lower budget. And before we do jump on into the final filter of today's video, we do a little quiz at the end of every video just to see who's made it to the end. Yesterday I did show you this card of a FIFA 23 card, 53 pace, one absolute snail. But 81 dribbling, 81 shooting, and 71 defending. That's all the stats I gave you, and quite a few of you guys did guess it. And the answer was Mr. Tony Cruz himself. So probably the pace gave it away. Quite a simple one, that one. Today we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to do guess the past footballer. I'm not sure if he's still actually playing football, but he's a bit of a throwback. Literally guess this ex-Spurs player. Simple as that. Have a guess. Even if you don't know who it is, just have a guess. Guess Harry Kane if you want, if you don't know who it is. Just so I know you've made it to the end, because I respect the people that do. Anyway, we did sell off Cassie as well. If you're wondering why they go back to their basic chem styles and stuff. It's weird. I don't know. After they sell, they do go back to their basic chem styles. That's why both of these have lost their shadows, basically. But yeah, we've sold off Tremeni and Cassie, and we've still got a Tremeni and Erdegaard as well. So final filter anyway. We're gonna go to. Let me quickly load it up. Actually, I've not got it ready. Okay, so some people regard this as a BTEC Haaland. Popular player, right? But this is not a card that's going to be insane for making 3-4k profit a card. It's not very easy anyway on any filter, but I'm just warning you. But for 500 coins to like 2,000, around that region profit, it's sick, and it gets listed loads. So we're going to go to special sort off. But instead of just sniping him normally, we're going to go to hunter. So this is the hunter method I'm on about. So you get attackers, you can use it on informs, rule breakers, gold rares, whatever, as long as they're getting used. And basically, yeah, his normal card's going for about 12k bang on. With a hunter on it, it does add about 1,000 coins ish. And the good thing about down here, it's only 700 coins tax as well. So you can snipe for about 12,250, maybe 12k as well. Flip for about 13, maybe a little bit more if you wanted to sell to a lazy buyer. And yeah, a lot of people are using this sort off with a hunter on, so should get listed quite often. 11.5, easy as that, boys. The first one that gets listed, we did end up winning. And once again, I'll repeat it. If you guys are slow at sniping, maybe on the weekends, if you can afford to mess up your sleep pattern a little bit, through the night UK time, so it's like 2:48 AM now, you just win so many more snipes. I find the competition's way more through the day, but piece of cake through the night. So we're going to sell that for, was it 13 bang on? Yeah, 13 bang on we'll sell that for, so decent profit after tax. So yeah, just a really solid filter. And again, you don't have to snipe this exact play if you don't want. Use footwin as a concept, whether you use the hunter method or the shadow method. It's just sick. I find it one of the best filters, to be fair. So I wanted to make it sort of like the theme around today's video. Massively around that shadow and hunter method. It's pretty sick. So yeah, hopefully you guys have made a lot of coins. If you guys could drop a like, that'd be appreciated. Tomorrow is, what day is tomorrow? So today's Sunday, which means we hopefully should get a mini batch, which yeah, if we can get some more filters through with rule breakers, that would be pretty nice. Right, we'll end on a 45k back, boys. So I'll be back tomorrow morning with a brand new video. Make sure to tune in. We've not hit our rule breakers, and we've ended on a Spanish. Sad times. Anyway, catch you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm out. I'm trying to be out. Can't find my mouse. Goodbye.